We're doing it again. Who do you think you are? Barging in on me and my guitar. Little girl, hey, the door is that way. You better go, you know the fire's out anyway. Take your powder, take your candle. Your sweet whisper I just can't handle. Well, take your hair in the moonlight, your brown eyes. Goodbye, good night. I should tell you, I should tell you, I should tell you, I should know another time, another place. Our temperature would climb. There'd be a long embrace. We'd do another dance. It'd be another play. Looking for romance. Come back another day. Another day. The heart may freeze, or it can burn. The pain will ease if I can learn. There is no future, there is no past. I live this moment as my last. There's only us, there's only this. Forget, regret, or life is yours to miss. No other road, no other way, no day but today. Excuse me if I'm off track, but if you're so wise, then tell me, what do you need? Snack, take a needle, take a fancy prayer. Don't forget, get the moonlight out of your hair. Long ago you might have lit up my heart, but the fire's dead and never ever gonna start. Another time, another place. The words would only rhyme, would be in outer space. It'd be another song, would sing another way. You wanna prove me wrong, come back another day. Another day. Only us, only tonight. We must let go to know what's right. No other course, no other way, no day but today. I can't control your temper, my destiny. Oh, she doesn't see. I trust my soul. My only goal is just to be. Just let me be. There's only us. There's only this. Forget, regret, or life is yours to miss. No other road, no other way, no day but today. The fire's out anyway, no day but today. Take your powder, take your candle, no day but today. Take your brown eyes, your pretty smile, your silhouette. No day but today. Another time, another place, another rhyme, a warm embrace. No day but another dance, another way, another chance, another day. No day but today. It's a little weird to sing by myself. I always sang the female part with my ex-best friend. So hi, this is a new thing that I'm doing, or that I've done in the last 2 times I've streamed, is that instead of starting with pre-recorded music, I start with 1 or 2 songs that Twitch sings. I'll just do the one. And,
sorry, let me just delete this shit. Okay, bye.
And we'll get out of here, and then I'll switch scenes so you can see my face. Hi guys, how you doing? What is up? It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, and we are doing spacecraft today. I have my crocheting here that I'm working on, and I will be embarking on a very long exploration adventure. Also, I can't breathe properly. So that song was like, I was maybe using more of my vocal cords than my diaphragm. But that's okay, you thought it was pre-recorded. No, that was me! Because otherwise, that's a DMCA strike. No thank you. That was me playing Twitch Sings. So all the vocals were me. Background music obviously was not. But yeah, how have you guys been? I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. For those of you who are in the Discord, you will see that I canceled because I have really bad depression. Being an extrovert in quarantine is really hard. Especially when you live alone. I have a lot of other people who are extroverts and they're like, oh, but my family's here. And I'm like, still counts. I just had sex and it felt so good. Sorry, that's every time I say still counts. It's a line from that song. Anyway, it's a good song. But yeah, I spent all of yesterday laying around and crying, so that wouldn't have made a really good stream, so I didn't stream. Went to work today and saw the puppies. I made a snail friend. My boss brought stuff back from market, and there was a snail on one of the leaves of one of the things she brought back. And I let him sit on my hand, and then we brought him out to her backyard and put him in there. Excuse me. Headphones, you wanna not... There we go. The jack of my speakers is a little bit wonky. Ish fine. But yeah, that's really all I've been doing. Monday we watched our one episode of Star Wars, the last episode of Clone Wars Season 1. So next time we do that, we'll be starting on Season 2. And we watched some mostly walking together. That was nice. Yeah, I don't really have much to say because I really didn't do anything since I saw you guys last. Also, hi everybody. Let me officially say hi. Great Dagger, Bison, Spark Tank, JP, Adult Slurpee Time. No, it was just the song. Vente Ruma. Be glad you aren't working from home as well. Yeah, so you're right, I see one other person on a semi-regular basis. But that's see, not touch. And, yeah, so I get to see somebody else for a few hours a day. 3 days a week. Hey, Wormy. Introverts still get depressed. Good episode, your favorite bounty hunter? I need to rewatch it, because I, went to drain my pasta, and suddenly the episode was over, and I was like, what? How did that happen? And diet olive oil. Just like intercourse.
Oh my goodness.
And Feta Dreams, thank you for that, host. Appreciate it. Na, 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 na. I'm not saying that extroverts are the only people who are allowed to be depressed. But I'm looking at these people saying I don't get to see anyone, but they live with other people, and I'm like, you can even touch those people. You can get hugs and hold hands and snuggle, and if any of those people are your partners, you can kiss them and stuff. So I don't want to hear any fucking complaints, bitch. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, you know, extroverts in quarantine have the market cornered on depression, because clearly that's not true. Hope you're feeling better. Not really. I'm functional today, so I guess that's an improvement. But it's very much... I'm back to playing the distraction game. Like, I can't actually exist in the world and take care of myself when I'm like this, so... Monday was your non-functional day. Hey, by the way. Appropriate clothes to interview in? Do you not just have, like, a button-down and khakis? Young, dumb, and full of hugs. I think that's gonna be me forever. I like snacks, and hugs, and attention. But yeah, I was not trying to indulge yesterday. It just kind of, things happened. Things happened and I was like, yeah, I can't, just can't function. I felt bad about it. I know no one blamed me. Doesn't mean I didn't feel bad about it. Didn't have room for everything when you drove here? Oh, do you mean like your clothes are packed up? But like you didn't just like yeet your clothes. You don't like any of those? What? You're weird. Days off are good, vent it out. Yeah, no, this is, nope. I'm not saying bottle it all up. I'm saying that because I live by myself and I have shit to do, I can't do that. I don't get the luxury of doing that. Unless it happens to fall on a Saturday morning, then I'm allowed because I don't have obligations on Saturday. But if it is Sunday through Friday, I have places I need to be. I have things I need to get done. So, I'm like, I can't keep spending money on ordering in food because I'm too depressed to feed myself. You know, like, I don't have the luxury of that. I'm by myself. No one else is gonna pick me back up. I have to do it myself. So I don't have the luxury of sitting there and having a fucking breakdown. Quarantine! You threw clothes into garbage. You yeeted some? Oh, the stuff that got destroyed. Well, that makes sense. Last thing he wants is attention. Look at me, give me all the attention that JP doesn't want. Give it to me, la 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 la. Give me that. Did I not? I forgot to turn my fan on. I thought I turned it on when I got in. Huh. I want to go dancing. I was listening to Hamilton on the way home. And I was like, I can rock some Rent today. Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Fuck, Hamilton is so good. It's so good. So, other than depressed, how are you guys? What have you been getting up to? Sepia Tonic. What kind of music is Sepia Tonic, and why do I feel like I've heard of them? I'm a surf and allied at 100%. Surf? Is that a rank? And for who? FDev nerfed the hell out of mining, or are you telling them to nerf it? Because you could just not go mining. Unleash the Archers, never heard of them. Imperial, sure. Discord and your sense of time are failing. Did Discord ping? It did. Good shit. Hey Simon, how you doing? Oh, you got a VR headset? Cool, cool. Electro Swing, I do like Electro Swing. That's probably why. Cool, cool. I'm gonna boot the game up now. Let's do it. Delicious. Carriers are stuck because of lack of fuel to mine. Oh! So they nerfed the mineable fuel, so now you can't take your carriers anywhere? Is that what you're getting at? Come on, game, anytime. Oh, also, so I mentioned the snail friend, right? The snail that we found at work. And, so I put it on my hand so we could find a place for it to go, for a place for it to live. And so my boss was like, put him over here. I was like, okay. And so I hold a leaf up to him and he's like, yeah! And like immediately starts crawling on the leaf. And I'm sitting there holding the leaf for him against my hand. And I go, okay, buddy, I'm gonna need you to move a little bit faster. And she was like, he's a snail. And I was like, oh no. And then she's like, she slow shamed a snail. Oh no. So I just head in my hands, like face palmed, like I slow shamed a snail. A snail. I told the snail to go faster. It's because I save all my patience for you dicks. So you're the worst. So yeah, that like we had a good laugh, but also I was like, oh god, why am I so impatient? It's part of being depressed. That's my depression makes me really irritable and impatient.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
So like I didn't yell at him or anything, but I was just like, okay, go a little faster, little friend. And she was just like, yeah, he's a snail. He's not gonna go faster. I know, it was very rude. Oh, did you finally get your results? How fast could you move with your house on your back? I don't think the snail has any... Where's that noise? I don't think the snail has any belongings in there. I also, you know, I'd be looking more like, Death Stranding. Rather than... It's like, I don't move with my body mainly horizontal. I'm a vertical being. So I'm gonna real quick make sure... So we're getting ready to go exploring a very, very long way. Did you guys notice the title of the stream? Because it's fucking clever. I just want to make sure I don't have extraneous bullshit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to... Oh, I need to go to the Ass Garage. Do I though? Do I have to go to the Ass Garage? How far away is... I think Ass Garage is real close. Because if I'm gonna take stuff off of my ship, I want it to all be in my home. I think that's a single jump. So we'll go to the Ass Garage. Excuse you. I guess I'm just most in the room. Of all the songs that get stuck in my head, that's the one. Surprising. You don't get that is clever? I know, right? He has tiny snail radio. No, I went somewhere the hell else. They finally admitted they had no idea where I was. So you had to do it again? Oh, that's grody. Hey, Gooey Side. You're eating this bagel like a duck. What the fuck does that mean? Just horking it down your gullet without chewing? I don't know what that means. Making a giant mess? Because you're pecking at it? Kale. Kale. Do people say that to you all the time? Or is that just me? I'm so not into the copyright-free music today. Oh, your girl wants beefier shit. Quacking the whole time. We're already talking bagels. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. So yeah, I'm gonna fly to the Ass Garage, and then I'm gonna get rid of anything that basically isn't my internal stuff and like my fuel scoop. Everything that I don't need, like cargo racks, are leaving. I'm gonna drop off my SRV and my hangar. I want my ship as light as possible. Okay, here we go. Yes, I saw the mouse. I am crocheting. You can tell crocheting because one hook, knitting uses 2 needles. Also the stitches look different, but that's, you know, you wouldn't know that if you don't do either of them.
Released. Engines engaged.
Excuse me. Hello? Throttle? What the fuck? My buttons aren't working. Was there an update? What the fuck is going on? Why is my button not working? Oh, power overload. What? How?
Lakon, Lima, Echo, Charlie.
Point defense turret.
Weapon fire restrictions are in
I'm gonna get rid of
place
that.
in this sector.
It's the Guardian shit. Fucked me up. I do not need my fuel scoop right now. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Alright, as long as I can use my thrusters, it's fine. Because I'm gonna go to the Ass Garage and I'll fix everything up. I'll fix it all up in the Ass Garage.
Landing gear retracted.
We just gotta get to the Ass Garage, okay? You've only soon. What's easier to learn? Crocheting. By far. By far, by far. I have friends who do all 3, meaning crochet, knit, and what's it called? Cross stitch? Knitting is the hardest,
Charging.
then crocheting, and cross stitch is like the paint by numbers. The paint by numbers of the craft fiber world.
4, 3, 2.
I saw your vein hair. I'm sorry, I was really fucking depressed. I didn't answer anybody yesterday. I saw the stuff. from yesterday. Managed to pirate good stuff from the NPCs and learned a new skill. Cool. Did I hear you're dropping off your fuel scoop? If I said that, that's not what I meant. Yeah. I'm gonna fix everything. I'm just trying to get back to my home spot. I'm not leaving yet. Just trying to get back to my place here. And then I can finagle with the ship and make sure I'm good to go. But I know that I'm gonna take modules out, and I didn't want them scattered across. I had a friend that did all that too. Oh fuck! Neridium! Oh, ram it. It's not how I wanted to start. I also need to remember to change my dead zone. Because if I'm gonna be doing nothing but being in Super Cruise, I don't want my joystick floating around. Why are you still so fucking fast? My throttle is all the fucking way down. Are you kidding me? Is sewing the same as knitting? Not even close.
Just like intercourse.
0%. Wormy, thank you for that host. Appreciate it. Alright, let me pay attention so that I don't do another loop. Not looking at you, chat. Not looking at you. Big Fun Art, how are ya? Don't you put Ashley Firehead. Don't you put Ashley Firehead. Oh, I can just buy new ones, but I don't see why not, because I'm gonna want this stuff back on my Diamondback, and it would be easier to just plop it back in from the Ask Garage than try and remember what did I have, and then like forget things. This is easier.
Flight assist off.
This is way easier.
Echo Charlie. Station services are on standby for your arrival,
Down
Commander.
on
Good
the
to have you.
edge.
Approved for access. You are go for approach to pad 06.
Put it out on the edge.
Running out on the edge. I feel like there's not that many synthwave songs in Pretzel Labs. Landing pad 6.
Speed limit is 100
Okay,
meters per
okay.
second. Please comply.
Alright, good stuff. Neat. So once I get in here, I'm gonna get rid of my... Woohoo! Gonna get rid of my... cargo racks. Gonna get rid of the SRV hangar. I think that's really it. I don't have a ton of extraneous shit. But if this bitch is going all the way to the center of the galaxy, I'm gonna want it to be as light as possible. Oopsies. That was almost good. Stupid. Frickin' that ramp gets me every time. I thought it was nice and in place, and then I was not. Go ahead. Be there. Come on. Why are you drifting, honey? Don't, come on. Alright, one more time. One more time again. I'm trying to stay in the dead zone. See, I get impatient. That's where all my patience was with the snail today. Sort of. I don't know what I had the patience for. Like, apparently nothing. But like, all this drifting and shit. Not a thing I've got patience for today, so I'm like, what if I just try to scoot in and get it to go, like, right... I also cannot get it in the dead zone for the life of me. Come on, just scoot back. There we go. Much better. Much better.
Docking confirmed. Power down your engines. Station facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
Up and down. Ooh, rugby accident. Ah! Ooh, beer. Synthwave. Full channels on YouTube. Sub to just to play when you're cleaning. Nice. You stayed in New Hampshire as a kid? It's also where I learned jumping boat to boat is a bad plan. Yeah! Yeah, no. If you're going exploring, you should keep your SRV bay. I don't see why. I can just fly low if I want to see a planet. I don't need to get out. I don't need to get out. Alright. So now that I'm in the ass garage, let's figure out my whole situation here. And then we shall go. We're getting there, though. I'm not recording. Did it again. Oops! Oopsie daisies. Do 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 do. They had cabins on a boat? Alright, let's see what I've got in utility. Frame shift, wake scanner. I don't think I need it. I don't think I need that. I'm gonna store this. Do it. This shit. Store it. Heatsink launcher. Why do I have this? Who told me to have this? I don't think I need this. I always forget that it exists and I never use it. So, goodbye. I got nothing in utility. Alright, what do we have for core internal? Anything that I can do anything with? No, just checking. I think everything is as good as I can have it, or as lightweight. Let's check internal. Keeping that, obviously. We can store this. Cargo rack, bye. Shield, let's store the hanger. Detailed surface scanner. Keep that. We'll keep auto field maintenance unit because if I use neutron stars, I want to be able to fix my ship just in case I can't dock anywhere. Super Cruise Assist. It's nice to have, but I like never use it. I'll get rid of that. I always land manually anyway. Okay. So I've still got some bitty power issues here. Let's see if I can get rid of anything else. That was optional. And I don't have anything in hard points. Okay. Heat sink launcher handy for any potential run-in with a star, neutron star. No, I'm not touching white dwarfs. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Alright, let's... I'm using 102. Oopsies. No, that's not what I meant. Oops. No, I need my thrusters. Want this. That does not have to be active.
Shields offline.
I'm trying to just, like, manually deactivate this.
Shields online.
Okay. Because, obviously, I'm not going to be using it if I don't even have a spot to put cargo. Fuel scoop I need on, which fucks everything up.
Exceeded. Shields offline.
Power plant. Data link. Alright. So I need, now that I have this Guardian frame shift drive booster, I need a better power distributor. Just barely. There's nothing else that I can really get rid of. Power priorities, no. Since when have you seen me do things the easy way? Since when? But yeah, I'm using just 2% too much power for all this shit that I need. I need the fuel scoop. Everything else is like, you know, mandatory. Mandatory minimum sentences! We like things hard here. Oh, Simon. Simon, dirty bird. So let's see, I could get... an A power plant. A power plant. Well, they don't have an A. But I really only need the teensiest upgrade. The teensiest, ittiest, bittiest. Unless you want to engineer the D? Wink wonk. I'm not, that's too much effort. That's too much effort, Cyber Detective. I was planning on leaving today because I'm impatient. Unless I can do it from right here, which I can't. Class 4. I could do that. But there aren't any here in the ass garage. Yeah, I'm not going for heat. I'm going for the lightest stuff because I just want my jump range to be as high as possible. That's what I'm going for here. So I think my best bet is gonna be 3C for what I've got here right now. And it looks like I'm still over a little bit. I might have to go try and get a 4 somewhere. Or we're fine. That did it. Let's see how that helped. 68! Ooh! I actually forgot to look at what it was when I got the Guardian booster. Because it was 55 even before, I think. And I think unladen was 68. But yeah, that'll do it. I can use all my stuff. Weighs the same as an A. Does it? I didn't have an A to compare. And it weighs half a ton more than the D, which is what I had. Test the tornado alarm once an hour? Are you sure it's not just for today? Because I feel like you can't do that all the time. I don't think that would work for all the time. Okay, so for those of you wondering, what the fuck are you doing, Lecta? We are going here. Or here. Or both. We have Stewie Mayu Figgy Dishin Boop. Oh, Great Annihilator is on the way. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go there eventually. We're gonna go here first. And I can't even plot over there, so I gotta pick a random spot between there and here. So here's the fun, you guys. I am over in the ass garage. I'm over here in the bubble. In the ass garage. I'm gonna need a point somewhere between there and here because I cannot go that far. Although I kind of wish it would just tell me, even if I can't plot it. What are all them eyeballs? What are you talking about? Also, Tylo Tungsten, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the cut of the hype. I'm gonna do a meerkat dance. Oopsies. I didn't mean it. I knew it's maximum distance. I just wanted to see how far it was away. Boo. It won't let me though. Alright, so does anyone have a cool spot somewhere along this line? Let's see if I go like about halfway. I'll just click on something random. In the Norma arm. Hey Sneakies. What's up? Oh, yeah, that's Sneakies using emotes. 20,000? Max I can do is 20,000. Is that just standard or is that based on my gear? Here's 14. I want to plot as far out as possible for funsies. So how far away was that? How far is this? 18. Alright, we're getting there, so I can just barely not plot to Great Annihilator. So I guess if there's something close to the Great Annihilator, but towards the bubble? Not those, the orange dots when they have little arcs over them. Oh! Okay. I don't really see eyeballs, but sure. Oh, super close. Oh, Gary. Oh, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. Also. Oh, so close. We're getting so close. Come here. Give it to me, Gary. Oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Give it to me, Gary. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, those are stars, because this is Elite Dangerous, which means that, oh. Excuse me. Madam! I can plot to one of these? Cool. I'm gonna try and get it as far out as possible. Oh, hell yeah. This is very silly. This is very silly. 1813. Or 813 rather. How about over here? Who's over here? Gary! 842. We're getting there, friends. Being there, getting there. Who are you? the low budget town Gary is. I mean, it's a song. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the town that knew me when. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. Oh, I've screwed it up. Let me say it once again as first, then that's the town that knew me when. If you'd like to have a logical explanation, I will say without a moment of hesitation. I'm fucking up the lyrics. Whatever. You get the point. I will say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that can light my faith, and it's called Manhattan, and I want to be there right now. I would really like to be up in New York, because that's where I'm from, and it's better than all the places that exist other spots. Doodly-doo. Alright, I think that's about as close as we're gonna get. We're gonna go to O'Gary. That is just about 20,000 away. Red Dwarf? Maybe I don't want to go to a Red Dwarf. Well, we'll figure it out. Hey, War, how are you? My package showed up! Yay! I think I know what happened to it before now. Okay. There's a new forward message thing in your mailbox with a last name very similar to mine. Guess his mail person wasn't paying attention. Great. Well, at least I got to you. It only took forever. Did that not plot? Why did that not plot? Oh, it's still going. Oh, Gary! So we are going to O'Gary AQP D5-6319. Why? Because it's as close as I can plot to the Great Annihilator, and then also to this place over here, which someone told me to go see. So ultimately, we're coming over here. That's what we're trying to do. I also forgot to tell it not to send me through White Dwarfs, so I might have to just redo that all over again. Because I don't know if it's putting me through White Dwarfs, but I do not like charging my frameshift drive off of those, so I always say, don't make me touch it. I don't want to touch it. I'm gonna bookmark this just in case. Okay, so it's replotting. Nice. Nice, very nice. Indiana Jones had another kid named Gary. Fried Slice, hello and welcome. Ooh. Alright, cool. So now that I've plotted that without any white dwarfs, from my home system in the ass garage, going towards the center. Let's see how many jumps we get. $296, that's it? That's amazing! Where was I checking before that it was like still almost 500? I think I was checking close to Colonia? Yeah, that's 296 jumps. And that's what we're gonna do. So because jumping, we're just gonna be straight up jumping. Up jump the boogie. That's why I've got the camera here with my crocheting. We're doing spacecraft today. And probably for a little while. I'm making a crop top for myself. I'm trying to get it so you can see the color nicely. But Skyorb is doing Skyorb things. Yeah, it's sort of like a hazy lavender with some little streaks of red. It's really fucking pretty. Alright, I'm ready to set out. I'm ready. Do I need anything? I don't think I need anything. We'll just refuel. Everything's good. Good to go. I can't think of anything else I would need to do. Can't see the cam is cropped. Yes. That is the point. You want to see boobies? You gotta pay the toll, the jeweled scorpion toll to see the boobies. With the skirt I wear, I have so many skirts like that. The one I want to wear, this one, oh, the red one with the flowers on it. Because it has sort of this lavender color in it. Oh,
Landing gear retracted.
don't be so sick. I want to get more jean shorts. I have a single pair of shorts. I think I need more. All right, off we go. Oh, you want me to show my boobs? Of course, when I'm trying to fly here. Doing flight assist stuff here. Surrounding area. All right, let me just get lined up here. I forgot to change my dead zone. Oops.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let me get this jump settled. And then I will show you my boobs, because Simon is very kind and wanted you guys to see my boobies.
4, 3.
So here you go. Ready?
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
There go my boobies. They're so happy to see you and flop around in front of your eyeballs. Those the best boobies on Twitch. Look at that boobies, the nice, nice boobies. Oh my God, they love you so much. They're my boobies.
Fuel scooping.
Ta-da! We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do the boobies. Alright.
Fuel scooping complete.
Dryoi free jim Kwanga Tajali. Alright, so I said I was gonna fix my dead zone. Let me do that before I forget, because I forgot already. I need... So where would I put that for my joystick? Because I think it's... My yaw is the thing that's drifting. Accidentally passed 69,000, and I obviously can't harmonica solo at any other number. Yes, correct. Stop wearing pants like entirely? So if I need to change the dead zone of my yaw. Is this where the dead zone is? Where would I do that? Da-da-da. Here. Found it. So I'm just gonna up it to that. Well, I'll have to fuck around with it. Because even though this joystick is not even 4 months... Do you see this shit? Okay, let's see. It's not going anywhere. Alright, that might have done it. Might have done it. Alright, cool, cool. Well then, let's get to jumpin'.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, who said to do that? No. Okay. So if you guys have any questions about crocheting, feel free to ask. If you're wondering what I'm
Ready to
doing.
engage. 4,
I do.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
No pants life. I mean, you gotta wear something on your bum when you go outside. So what do you wear? Kilts? Skirts?
Fuel scooping.
Skirts? Jammies?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Word, any question? As long as it doesn't violate TOS, then you go for it. I mean, that's kind of how I live my life anyway, right?
Frameshift drive charging.
Hey, SOL, how you doing? Yaw uses a pot, while the other axes use a hall sensor?
2, 1.
I don't know what any of what you said means. I believe that that's true. I believe you. So the stitch that I'm doing is not the one that's being used in the pattern. So I've had to redo this thing like... This is my 3rd time redoing the same section.
Fuel scooping.
Ooh, that was a little close. A little close there. This is called the moss stitch. I've also seen it called linen stitch. It's hard to get the same thing
Fuel scoop
when
disengaged.
moss stitch is involved, apparently. I just
Frameshift
like the
drive
look of it.
charging.
Kind of looks all baskety. So basically the way you do it is you do single crochet, which is where you insert the hook where you want it to go,
4,
pull the yarn through,
2,
and then pull the yarn through both loops. That's the most basic crochet stitch. And then you chain 1, which means it's not feeding back into what you're already working on. And then you single crochet. So it just alternates between single and a chain, and it makes that little linety pattern. How the fuck are you doing that? Oh, well, I just explained it. So that's how I'm doing that.
System scan complete.
That's how I'm doing that. Comforters are nice to crochet. I don't know about that. I feel like I would get really annoyed because that's a lot of material to work on. Looks like I'm still getting a little bit of a drift.
Fuel scooping complete.
It's easier to work on something that's not too heavy, so you're not like having to flop a big project
Frameshift
all over the
drive
place.
charging.
How do you Lilo and stitched? Alohe alohae. Alohe alohae. Oh, also, can you guys see, is this
3, 2,
focusing properly?
engage.
I think it is. It's hard to tell though, because it used to be that I'd have to reset the focus on this camera every time I used it. But I think the last time it just accepted my previous inputs. A
System scan
potentiometer is a
complete.
type of sensor
Fuel scooping.
that is mechanical, activated by moving the stick. Hall effect is like magic. It's a chip and a magnet on top that doesn't even touch it. Well done. Oh, hi, Leaf. How you doing? Went some time to get a pub.
Fuel scooping complete.
You put on your Scottish plaid kilt. Ooh, very cool. I do not have a single kilt. I have
Frameshift drive
a
charging.
like fake schoolgirl skirt that's plaid that I got from Hot Topic when I was in like junior high school? Junior high? I don't remember. I've had it a long ass time.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Long ass time. Use that joystick
System
to
scan
build your own
complete.
custom ones to new insides. Oh, neat. I would not touch the insides of a thing, but I don't do
Frameshift
shit like
drive
that.
Charging.
What's the most utility-wise thing you can make with crochet? Want something, a tea cozy for your massive teacup? You can definitely make those. I've made bunches of those before. You can make pot holders,
3,
or
1, engage.
what are those things called? Hot shit to put like hot things on. There's a word for them. As long as you use 100% cotton, so it won't burn. You can make any type of garment. I've made a dress. I'm making a crop top right now, obviously. But if you're talking like use, like you can make bags, tons of different bags and stuff. If you mean like not clothing type of use, I've made a necklace from crocheting, which again, not a use. Why are you still drifting?
4, 3,
Vera
2,
Delia, hello.
1.
Some crocheting. Oh, I forgot to update my tags. Need to update my stream tags. Oopsie daisies. Fiber arts and crochet. Done. Excellent, excellent. So yeah, I'm doing crocheting, and you can tell that it's crochet versus knitting, because crochet you use a single hook, and knitting you use 2 needles. And then once you get really familiar with it, you can just tell from the stitch, like things that have been knit versus crocheted just have a different look. So like I can tell from looking at a finished object whether it was knit or crocheted because I've been doing it for so long. Sounds like a good use of the idle time. Yeah, we've done this once before. Well, not one stream before. But we've done this before and people seem to enjoy it, and I liked being productive, and you know, I'd just be sitting here talking to you guys anyway. So I might as well sit here and talk to you guys and make myself something pretty. And not run into a star!
Fuel
I've seen
scooping.
people doing crochet frequently. However, every time I see it being executed, it's always been a project in progress, sticking a stick through a bloody loop. Never seen how the foundation is formed. Oh, I can show you that. I'd be more than happy. I have some yarn that is not being used. I can show you. There's 2 different ways to start things. 2 basic ways to start things. Oh, I'm gonna need some more Fuel. Fuella de Ville. Fuella de Ville. So yeah, and this is the beauty of crochet, is that I can take the hook completely out and my project doesn't fall apart. That's something that's terrifying in knitting, is like if you drop the project off of the needle, it's just like, it's dead. Like, I don't know how you fix that. Okay. So I've got some black yarn here. Also don't understand the thought process on where to do each incremental
Fuel scooping
flip
complete.
loop based on what the project is supposed to be. This is also the reason I can't braid hair when it's the type of braids that hug the scalp. Essay, bitches. I want to do a kilt-ish thing again. Stumptown kilts. It's your go-to. They make them small enough for tiny, tiny little ladies. Sure. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. You guys are being such chatty Cathys, which I love. Is fantastic.
Frameshift drive charging.
Mom showed me how to crochet. Made a blanket for your G.I. Joe. That's really cute. Shit, you put hot things on like my lap. I would not touch the insides of a thing. What the hell is that quote?
3, 2, 1. Engage.
What does that even mean? Cool, also the obligatory honk. Yeah. It's part of my muscle memory now that when I'm fuel scooping, I just hold down the trigger. Toboggan hat would be knit. I mean, you can make any stuff. Oh, fuck. That was not paying enough attention. Oopsies!
Flight assist.
Fucked it up. Oops. See, that's the danger. No, I didn't mean you. Ah. But yeah, you can make any shape that you want, but it's the type of stitch that you use. Should encourage my mom to get back into crochet. Use things to wrap around my drinks and even make coasters. Yeah, you can make coasters, indeed. Yeah, you could make a throw rug, you can make blankets. You can pretty much make anything that doesn't need to hold liquid. Although I suppose you could put a plastic liner in it. Are you not going to use DSS mode when you jump into a system to get more details? That would take me forever. Like, literally forever. It's 296 jumps to get where I'm trying to be. Or to get part of the way. Most of the way.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
So, no, I'm not going to be fully scanning every little thing. Where is the escape factor? Hello! Escape. Oh, were you mother dick?
Frameshift drive charging.
Where are you? There it is. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Frameshift drive charging.
It keeps thinking that I'm letting go when I'm just trying to align, and I'm not!
4,
There we go.
3, 2,
Okay.
1. Engage.
Put it out of context.
Temperature critical.
I mean, it's just... No offense, JP, it's not that special. Compared to all the other random shit that we have. That's like the most vanilla, bland quote I ever did here. The most dangerous elite, yeah, is crocheting. Womp. Ooh, yeah, you could make a cat bed. People make bird nests. It's real, all real cute. Where are you heading?
Frameshift
To the
drive
middle.
charging.
So, war. If you want to know how to start things, there's two main ways to do it. So the first way, if you're doing something in rows, you start with your yarn like this,
3,
and you make
1.
make a pretzel shape. Well, it's flopping around, but make a pretzel, and then you take this part where it's under both sides, and you pinch it like that and pull it through to make a loop. Fixed it. Okay. And
Frameshift
then,
drive
so I've got
charging.
this giant loop, and then you can just pull on the tail of it to make it an appropriate size for your hook. That's the easiest way that I've found to do it. So
4,
from there,
3,
you would
2,
do your starting,
engage.
your foundation chain, which is basically just, you have the loop on your hook, you grab it. I twirl my hook so that it stays put, but that's just a muscle memory thing that I do. And pull it through. You just grab it and pull it through. Boom. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, shit, I did it again. Damn it!
Flight assist off.
Flying a Diamondback Explorer. I just did a, keeping the least lewd quote for later use. We have other things. It doesn't have to be lewd. I'm just saying it's very, like, nondescript. Sorry. Still cooling down. So yeah, so you just make the chain as long as you want the project to be. So let's pretend that this is about as long as we want it to be. Also, I'm not making sure that these are the same. That was actually pretty equal. So then from there, the pattern will usually tell you what to do. But the basic thing is that you insert the hook. So you see these little V's that are created here? So you got like a little V, a little V, a little V. You want to put your hook underneath that little V. And then if you flip it around, you can see like the little bumps. So you've got V's and bumps. And the right side up is the V's because that's when you make a stitch. That's what the top of the stitch looks like. So then you would do whatever stitch you're doing. If it's single crochet, then you just pull through and then pull through both loops. And I pull it tight so that it's, you know, easy to work with and not flopping around, and you can see there's the little V, making the little V up top here. Just like with the other thing. And as, so that's one way to do it. Let me get going, and then I'll show you the other way. So that's if you're making something in rows like a scarf, or like my crop top is created in rows where you go one way, and then you turn the project and go the other way.
Ready to engage.
Escape, Victor. I gotta be careful with those, other spots, though. Come on, then. Come on.
4, 3,
So,
1. Engage.
if you were doing something in the round, meaning going in a circle, or if you want, what's a good example? A lot of amigurumi, so like little stuffed animals, those will usually start in the round. Or if you're making a hat and it starts from the crown and, you know, works outwards, then you're gonna start in the round because you're crocheting like this rather than going back and forth. That also means that you have a right side of your project and a wrong side.
Frameshift
Whereas,
drive charging.
like this, it looks the same on both sides. Because I've gone to the left and then turned it over and gone the other way.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Need to play more Elite and trying to get Elite and Exploration. Ooh, I'm gonna get there real soon. I'd like to see a tie that you can actually tie with Windsor knots. Yeah, you can crochet anything. New Dota event. Hey, Jub Jub. What's the Dota event? Hey, Wookie, how you doing? What is up? So that's one way to start a project.
Frameshift drive
I'm gonna run out of
charging.
fuel if I don't get a star that will let me fuel up soon. This is not a very good start, is it? So then if you're starting something in a round, you can also make a chain, and then instead of going backwards, you just make the stitch into the first chain, but that doesn't make a very nice hole. You don't want a hole. You want it to not have a hole, so then you do the magic circle, which you have your tail like this, loop it around, so you have an X on the back of your fingers. Hell yeah. Thank you for the fuel star, BB Goyle.
Fuel scooping.
I'm gonna need to scoop a lot. Cool. So then you insert your hook under the first one, and you pull the second one over to create a little loop, like that. And then you take your fingers out, and you've got a circle, and you make your stitches into this big circle. So I'm gonna do 6 so it's easy to see. 1, 2,
Warning. Temperature critical.
3. I'll move in a minute. 4. Whatever, 4 is good enough. And then you pull the tail so that it, I'm just gonna take this out so it's a little easier for me. You pull the tail and that closes up the hole. You can pull it really, really tight. And you
Warning.
see there, you've got a little
Temperature
circle
critical.
and no
Warning.
hole.
Taking
All right, I
damage.
hear you. Mama needs her fuel. What's a
Fuel
little
scooping complete.
heat damage between friends? Used to wear a suit and ties in school. That's adorable. Real cute.
Frameshift drive
So yeah,
charging.
I hope that helps. Now you can say that you've seen it. And that it, I hope, makes sense. What you doing? Going to the center of the galaxy.
3.
And also explaining how to start crochet projects. Lewd crafting. It's not lewd. Lewd Janglosti. Blah.
Fuel
Wonder how
scooping.
hard plaid is.
System scan complete.
changing colors in crochet,
Fuel scooping complete.
it's... Unless you're making something that is just a straight up rectangle, you can't really get very good, like, straight lines. So you can, like, stripes are easy, because you just switch to a different color. But it's not like cross stitch where you can just put in different colors wherever you want. Since it's worked with one strand of yarn, basically knotting it over and over again.
Frameshift drive
Ooh,
charging.
Carrot's Head sector, that's interesting. Then it's,
4.
like, that would just be way too time consuming, and I feel like it's not worth it. Because you'd have to change colors, like, every couple stitches, which you can do, but you also wouldn't be able to get the crossover. You'd have to pick one or the other to make the stitch with. So, like, with plaid, you can see, let's say it's a yellow and green plaid.
System scan complete.
You can see, like, this, if the yellow's going like this and the green's going like this, you'd be able to see both yellow and green in this square where they meet.
disengaged.
And you can't do that with crochet. You'd have to pick one or the other. Which is not the end of the world, but it's just, like, not the same. And that would be such a huge pain in the dick to change color for one single stitch out of a whole line of a different color. And then have to do it again, like, up here. The back of the project would be ugly. It'd be real ugly.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So yeah. You can change colors a bunch, but it's easier if you're doing, like, one big section in different colors. Or, like, I made a sweater with glitch, the Twitch symbol on it.
Fuel scooping.
And that was just a small section, so I kind of... And the white was in the same spot, rather than, like, all over the whole project. So I was able to just leave the white hanging there, and then
Fuel scoop
pick it up
disengaged.
to use it on the next part when I got back around to that. I know it's hard to explain with
Frameshift drive
just
charging.
words. Uh,
4, 3,
what was I trying to do
2,
here?
1.
So
Engage.
I was following a pattern, but because I chose to do a different stitch than the pattern calls for, my rows are a lot thinner. Well, technically they're taller because you're doing it this way, so, like, the bottom is here, top is here. Which means that it's not
Fuel
as
scooping.
wide as it needs to
System
be.
scan
So I need
complete.
to I need to do extra work to make it be the right thing. Which also means I'm kind of making it up as I go. So I know that I'm supposed to decrease the rows. That's good enough.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
But I don't exactly know when. I'm just
Frameshift drive charging.
shoved a bunch of clothes into a bag. That's your packing? Oh, good job, Simon. Oh. So I'm basing it off of where I increased before.
3, 2,
So I
1.
think
Engage.
I would want to decrease this here now. I don't know. I have to check the pattern. I haven't looked at it. Now here's a tricky bit. I gotta do two different things.
Fuel
Anyone
scooping.
out there doing any arts and crafts with me? Or are y'all just, like, chilling? What are you guys getting up to?
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Red Koopa turtle shell. You could probably knit that. I think most people prefer crocheting for doing like stuffed animals and stuff.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Muggle working. Sure. Does that mean that when you're not at your job, you are doing magic? Ineffectively trying to flirt with a girl? Why? What do you mean ineffectively? Running up Elite to get those focus crystals for Guardian. Get pictures to show off your conduct. Nice. Playing Night in the Woods again? Alright. Sounds like a good one.
Warning. Temperature critical.
You're bad at it? That doesn't mean that it's ineffective.
Fuel scooping complete.
Ineffective does not necessarily mean you're bad at it. And just because you're bad at it doesn't mean that you will be ineffective. It could be effective, even if you're bad at it.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, like, lots of wands then, Vente? Not exclusively.
3, 2, 1.
Those things are not exclusive. I'm in love with the game, I tend to play the shit out of it. Being completionist? Alright. Enjoy. I play most things just the one time, at least in a row.
Fuel scooping.
Womp. Fwomp, 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 fwomp. Ooh, I'm discovering shit. Guys, I like getting my name in the video game. It's fun.
Fuel scooping complete.
You find it hard to finish a game?
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh, speaking of games, I cannot wait for Ghost of Tsushima. I'm very tempted to do a stream
4,
on Saturday. I want to do one Friday, but realistically I have work. But I'm tempted to do one Saturday, especially because I didn't stream yesterday. Like, get on it! But I don't know when it's going to arrive. Pre-orders, man! I've never had a pre-order for a physical item. So I'm like, how do they make sure that it arrives on release day? Yeah, no. Hang on, I'll read what you wrote in a second. Thou fair lady of Hype hath
Fuel
aided
scoop
in the efforts of
disengaged.
helping Sir El reach comprehension and understanding that he is better to venture to the near far northerns of whereth fair Lady Lecter lays claim, and to purchase such unquantifiable crochet creations from her fair Etsy establishment. I actually don't have anything up on my
Frameshift
Etsy.
drive charging.
I have a janky shop where I've crocheted things. If you guys want to see lots of pictures of all the things I've made, whether they're crochet or not, you can do !creations. And then I think !shop
Three,
is...
2.
It's just an imager post with prices listed, and that's it. It's like not too complex. Yeah, I like to make things. I do crochet, I make shit out of clay, that rhymed. I have a couple of tiny itty bitty Bob Ross-esque paintings that I've done for St. Jude. Can't wait to have an aneurysm by wanting you to play in the way I'd play.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Have to wait on Ghost until you get a job. Fair enough.
Frameshift drive charging.
When you've still got lots of games for me that you're excited about. Yeah, the janky shop. Janky shop. Wow, wow.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Sick and tired of hearing all these fancy shops abound. I did not start that well. What's the deal with these photographs? They're like sad dogs in a pound. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Fuel scooping.
I don't know where I'm going with that. That's alright.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Womp.
Frameshift drive charging.
Won't be able to consistently pull that off. I'll stick to recurring final projects. I would recommend anyone to try out crochet. You can get just a hook and a cheap ass ball of yarn. You can probably even find yarn for free. People trying to like get rid of shit they're not gonna use just to like practice. It's nice to have something to do with your hands, especially if you like to fidget or if you like to make things. And I do.
Fuel scooping.
And like I showed everybody earlier, like single crochet is not too hard. My first project, you know, most people make like a pot holder or a scarf. My first project was a hat. I made Jane's hat for my dad as my very first thing I ever crocheted. Because I can't make things easy for myself. Also, I was not following a pattern. My mom was like, she kind of helped out saying like, why don't you, you know, start to increase
Fuel
over here.
scooping complete.
Like, okay, that looks good. You know. Blah, blah, blah. So she, like, kind of helped me out, but we mostly did it just by looking. It turned out way too small, so I had to redo it. But, like, I made the hat, and it looked good. But it turned out to be, like, this big. It was a baby hat. One hook and you're hooked. I mean, could be, yeah. Book and 2 new music things? Cool. You'll end up dying! And no, it would strangle you.
Frameshift
You'd end up,
drive
like,
charging.
crocheting in your sleep. Also, I need to look up this pattern.
Four, 3, 2,
Okay.
1. Engage.
Neckline decrease, so it decreases... When? Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Fuel scooping.
I just need to count how many times so that I know how much I'm meant to do.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift
What?
drive charging.
Until 4 stitches left, until 3 stitches left, 3 stitches, 3 stitches, 2 stitches. Row 21 is the center line, middle of the top.
4,
And then you have to increase to make it go up back the other side.
1. Engage.
So as long as I'm doing it 5 times. We love Jane. I have a couple of friends that cosplay gender bent Mal and Simon. Cute. I was calling him small-headed. No, it was called I'm inexperienced at doing this new project. Also, it was a surprise, so I couldn't exactly have him try it on. I gave it to him in a box that I like wrote Firefly quotes on.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I'm just now remembering this. I wrote Firefly quotes on like each of the sides, and I printed out a little like
Frameshift drive charging.
an image of Jane wearing the hat, and it says, "How's it sit?" I think. Or that's maybe either that or that's what my dad said when he put it on. He said, "How's it sit?"
3, 2.
Put my finger on a shelf today. Stop it! You cut that out, sir. Okay. So this was essentially the first decrease. This is gonna be a disaster. I don't know how I'm gonna figure out how to do this and add in extra rows. I can't just ever make things easy. I could just follow the pattern exactly if I was using the same stitch. But I didn't want to do half double crochet. I wanted to do something prettier.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Stop drifting! That's cute, Vente. I did cut it out. A whole small part of my skin. Simon.
2, 1, engage.
Not what I meant, my dear. Okay. Talking is hard today. I feel like I'm... like my voice is very scratchy today. Very scratchy. What have you guys been watching recently? I've been watching...
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Well,
Frameshift drive charging.
when I'm doing other things and not paying full attention, I've been rewatching Buffy. I just started season 2 this morning. But when I'm only watching a thing, I've been going through season 3 of Ozark. Ozark is really good. I like it a lot. Stop crossing your legs. Sit up straight. Skin hat? Castlevania! That's a good one. I liked the first 2 seasons a lot better than the third one, though. I thought the first 2 were just, like, beautifully well done, and the third was just kind of like, what the fuck? I still enjoyed it. And I was like, what even is...
charging.
Like, it just kind of went off the rails. Your mom watches Ozark? It's good.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Or if you watch new things without company. I remember that you've said that before. Catch up on Clone Wars for the sake of it so you can continue watching. I feel like you really didn't miss anything. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It's very episodic and it really does not do a whole lot of character development.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I would say if you're gonna go back and watch it, or like watch selected stuff, the ones, I forget the name of the planet, it starts with an R.
2, 1.
Those 3 were kind of cool. There was a cute one in there. I'd say like you can watch this one episode and you're done with it. Yeah, it's very episodic and nothing really carries through so far. Like the only thing that really carried through was, like I said, in those 3 episodes, they were all on the same planet. But even so, all of the side characters were different every episode. So it wasn't like, okay, we're taking these characters through with us.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
That's awesome, Fira. I will be checking the Discord after the stream. Nothing mentally that makes you hesitant.
1. Engage.
Yeah, that's not something that I relate to, so I don't know that I would have any insight. So I'm gonna have to take a second after this one
Fuel scooping.
and see. Whoopsies. I gotta hold this up to my chest and see how
Fuel
far I
scoop
am towards
disengaged.
center line. I'm also wearing a proper bra again today. What's with me? This is the second time in just a couple of days I've worn an actual bra. And before that I hadn't worn one in months. I either wore my MeUndies bras or nothing. Alright, so this is almost covering a full titty. This is almost an entire titty of coverage here. Without this bra, would it cover more? Unclear.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's really odd for you, I know, right? Kinda new to the game, but I had friends help me out a ton. Yeah, I had chat help me when I started. So yeah, I think I'll just keep decreasing until I get to
2.
the center of my chest.
Engage.
'Cause I like the... Why am I holding it up to you like that? I like the little stair step, because that'll be easier when I go to make a nice clean edge than something like this. But this is under my armpit, so who cares? Who gives a shit if the armpit is rough?
Fuel scooping.
Bly
System
Manor.
scan
Never heard of that.
Complete.
You'd be meaning to anyway. Alright, well, go ahead and catch up. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop you. I mean, it's fun. It's a very... You know, they're quick.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Soup and sandwich. Oh man, I would love tomato soup and a grilled
Frameshift
cheese.
drive charging.
Enjoy the lurk. Okay. So now that I have a plan,
4.
I'm gonna go
3. 2. 1. Engage.
this, and then leave the last 2 stitches in this row untouched, and then just go ahead and start going back.
Fuel scooping.
That's the 3rd time you've heard tomato soup and grilled cheese for dinner. What, today? Or just recently? Either way. Hell yeah. That's how I get most of my cravings, is like other people talking about stuff that I'm not eating. I'm like,
Fuel
but I
scoop
need it!
disengaged. Frameshift
I'm
drive
in by the
charging.
folks who made Haunting of Hill House. Oh, is it another horror? Horror? Horror. I've had Eli on my list for a little bit.
4. 3. 2. 1. Engage.
Have any of you guys watched Eli? I think it's a movie. One more stitch. Yeah.
Fuel scooping.
Basque chorizo. I don't know what Basque is, but I love chorizo.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I never watched Good Omens either. I was not a fan of the book. I know show's gonna be different, but
4.
I meant to because I like David Tennant, but never got around to it. I also only watched like an episode of American Gods, which was weird, because I actually did like that book. I love pretty much everything Neil Gaiman's ever written that I've read of his, except for Good Omens.
Fuel scooping.
Never heard of it? Really? That's
System
surprising.
scan complete.
I am surprised. Give me the thwomp. Thwomp. Used sausage link that uses more paprika and less peppers? Oh, you mean
Fuel
pepper?
scooping complete.
Oh, it's a different kind of chorizo, you mean? Did I drift all the way
Warning.
over here
Temperature
again?
critical.
I'm gonna have to turn down the dead zone even more. I don't like that.
Frame shift.
Why are
drive
you like
charging.
this? Excuse you, sir. Why are you like this? This shit is not even 4 months old. Also, I'm gonna redo this because the stitch was
4,
bigger
3, 2,
than the other
1.
ones.
Engage.
Not that it would really make too much of a difference, but icky. You want to try and have them all the same, which is a lot easier for me when I don't have to chain in between, because those just like slide around a lot.
System scan complete.
So size sometimes goes bigger or smaller. And I can't hold the project as tight.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frame shift drive charging.
Just Spanish for sausage, so it comes in a variety. Ah! I did not know that.
Four, 3,
I was unaware.
1. Engage.
Man, the last project I did, which I can show you guys probably tomorrow. Eee!
Fuel scooping.
Secret project was so hard. It's really nice to do something that, yeah, I've had to redo it a bunch of times, but like,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
this is way easier. This is so much easier. It's so much less mental energy because it's not like a problem solving.
Frameshift drive
Like, okay,
charging.
I have to make something that looks like this. How the fuck do I do that? Because it's, you know, it's just a rectangle, essentially.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know how I didn't know that. Now I'm finding humor in the fact that the box in my works freezer effectively just says sausage, pork sausage. I mean, at least you really know what you're getting.
Fuel scooping.
Maybe someday I'll
System
meet
scan
someone who wants to cook for
complete.
me all the time. And then I can have fun things like chorizo. Not that I can't by myself, but it's just... It's so much easier to just make stuff that takes zero effort and not have a bunch of different recipes that I have to...
Warning.
Fuck with.
Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
So I just basically boil water for pasta. And that's it. That's the extent of me cooking, because fuck all that shit!
Frameshift drive charging.
I really wish I didn't hate it so much. But I really hate it. I really, really hate it. I didn't like the way that shrunk.
4, 3, 2.
That's what I get for putting it down before I had another stitch in. Arrgh! This is not looking nice. Cooperate. Please. Thank you.
Fuel scooping.
You feel that? God, I just hate it so much. I don't want to assemble the food, I just want to eat it. I will wait so patiently if I don't have to assemble the food.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Frozen fettuccine, throw some water in and stir. Lazy pasta, yeah. Fred used to get us the, those like bird's eye family meals. Well, he eventually switched to Bertolli.
2, 1.
But essentially it's just like pasta and vegetables and, you know, like bacon bits or whatever, like whatever they put in it. And you just toss it in a pan and you stir it every 2 minutes. Like, ta-da, it's done. You don't have to fucking do anything. It's so good.
Fuel scooping.
And it was done in like 10 minutes. It was great. But you know, there were also, I used to do like taco bowls and like that's super
Fuel
annoying.
scoop disengaged.
Love tacos.
Frameshift drive
Love
charging.
tacos. But like, you know, I gotta chop the lettuce, chop the tomato, get out the cheese. I was not shredding that shit on my own. Fred bought shredded
4,
cheese.
3, 2,
Brown the meat. You know, it was like a lot of steps. It just like took forever, and I hated it. My favorite was when we would get like pot pies or
fuel
shepherd's
scooping.
pie. And those you just put straight into
System
the oven.
scan complete.
And because you just put them straight in the oven, I would make Fred do it. So I didn't have to be in charge of
Fuel scoop
preheating the oven
disengaged.
and then putting the thing in and then taking it out. That was Fred's job. I was like, fuck that shit. I don't want to be in charge of this. Do you know how happy that made
Frameshift
me?
drive charging.
Like, that's my level of laziness. I don't even want to wait for the fucking oven to heat up and put a thing in it.
4,
But if Fred's
3,
doing it, I didn't mind
2,
waiting.
1. Engage.
You would do the cooking? That's very nice. Oh boy. These big old purpley pinky ones and their giant occlusion zones. Tricking me. Being tricks. Need to be a part of a relationship with a chef or an amazing cook. Yeah, it's not that I'm bad at cooking, I just hate doing it. I do it if I have to. And
Frameshift
whilst
drive
single
charging.
and living by myself, then I always have to do it. I don't even care if they're that amazing at cooking. I only care that I don't have to do it.
4,
It doesn't need to be
3,
the best
2,
thing.
1. Engage.
It just has to require 0 effort on my part to get it to go into my mouth. Oh, big boy. Another big boy. Makes me nervous when I get a bunch of those in a row, because I'm like, fuel! I get nervous.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't like being below half on my fuel gauge. Okay. And see, there's another 2 stitches.
2, 1.
So I will just floop, flop it around. Ta-da! This is gonna be such a faster trip than when I went to Colonia. Simply because my frameshift drive is,
Hull integrity
Oh, come on.
compromised. Flight assist off.
How big is that one? I wasn't even close. Or I didn't think I was close, but it wasn't showing me where the occlusion was. Naughty. Naughty star. Rude. Hey Brady, how's it going?
What up, girl?
I've also slowly, or as they would say in Swahili, pole pole, slowly, slowly reading Cibola Burn, which is the, excuse me, which is the 4th Expanse book. I'm like 20% in so far. So I'll probably finish this month. Unless I don't read for the rest of the month, in which case, you know, ain't gonna happen. Come on then. Let me get it, give it. Oh, come on. You turd buckler. That's right. A tiny shield made out of poop.
1. Engage.
Turd buckler.
Taking heat damage.
No, I'm not. I refuse to believe I'm taking heat damage. Yeah, ordering in is can be very expensive. We were talking about that in a different stream the other day. And like ordering one meal out is like, if I get something super cheap, then it's like half of my bi-weekly grocery budget just to have a single meal. And if I don't get something super cheap, then it's like 2/3 of my grocery budget for 2 weeks. Witnessed a guy off-road his Jaguar in a field, so that was fun. I hope he was a dick! May go all Icarus, yeah, I've definitely done that before. Well, nearly. There was one time my game crashed or froze while I was flying towards a star. That was spooky.
1. Engage.
$10 lasagna, $4 delivery fee, $4 tip, then taxes. Where are you getting a $10 lasagna? Also, lasagna is one of the few things that I refuse to order because it's never what I want.
Fuel scooping.
It is never, ever what I want out of a lasagna. It might be delicious, because I mean, it's cheese and sauce and pasta. It's always going to be delicious. But like, there's a very particular taste that I'm looking for with lasagna. So basically, if it's not homemade, then it's not what I want. Just because it's not, that's...
Warning.
It's not being
Temperature
hoity-toity, but
critical.
I've just never had one from a restaurant. Like, my grandpa took me to a very famous, like, lasagna-only restaurant. Because he knows I love lasagna. And he was like, let's try it. And I was like, sure. And I think we got 2 different
Fuel scoop
types each. So we had
disengaged.
4 different types of lasagna. They were all really good. But none of them hit that same craving for lasagna. Just like how I am with, or don't you even start, with Kraft mac and cheese from the box. That's what I want when I want mac and cheese. All other mac and cheese is amazing and delicious. But I do not, like, having homemade baked mac and cheese is not going to satisfy a mac and cheese craving. I might adore it and love it and be like, this is amazingly delicious. But it's not going to give me the thing I want. It's not going to fulfill
drive charging.
something.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Same thing with pizza, although there are multiple different types of pizza. Like Domino's has a very specific taste. I like Domino's. But I have to be craving specifically Domino's pizza. I have to specifically want Domino's. But if I just want pizza, then that's also a very specific thing. And that's not Domino's. Wait. Lasagna pizza? What is that? Is that just a round lasagna? What does that even mean? Lovecraft too.
Frameshift drive
I.
charging.
Ella's not impressed. Which do you prefer?
3, 2,
Because I've heard DJ call you Ward, so that's what I started calling you. But then I've seen you refer to yourself as L. I also don't have any fucking clue how to pronounce your whole name, so that's why I just went straight for nickname. I was like, I know how to fudge
System
this.
scan complete.
You prefer Velveeta, the block with butter and milk? Yeah, I never had the block. I've had the packet. And I do like Velveeta, but again, that's like the same thing with Domino's versus pizza. I like them both, but like, gotta be craving Domino's to order from Domino's. I have to be craving Velveeta specifically to want to have that. If I just want mac and cheese in general, then it's very much Kraft and nothing else. Lasagna normal, but on deep dish pizza dough? That sounds disgusting. That sounds like
Frameshift drive
you're
charging.
ruining both pizza and lasagna. You have several boxes of unicorn shaped? Oh, I'm jealous. I've never seen unicorn shapes.
4,
I need to get some
3,
mac and cheese.
2, 1, engage.
Next time I go to the store, I'm gonna treat myself to a box of mac and cheese. But then I also have to buy milk. I don't even keep milk in the house because I don't use it for anything. I don't make things that require milk. Took a lot of pizza pieces, have nice pasta dishes to offer, cutting down because so only a few places offer lasagna alongside pizza. Yeah. I would do alongside. But again, I'm not ordering lasagna from a place because I've never had lasagna that I've ordered be the thing that I want. So basically, if I ever want lasagna, I have to make it myself. Or like when I visit home and either my grandma or my dad are like, is there anything special you want to eat? And I'm like,
Warning,
lasagna!
Temperature critical.
In fact, most of you know this already, for my 26th birthday, I was living with my dad and stepmom at the time. And my dad goes, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, lasagna. So he made me an entire, like this big, an entire lasagna just for me. No one else was allowed to eat it. It was my lasagna. Hey, how you doing, man? That's not true. Good, but it's like 4 inches thick too. Yeah, that sounds like a waste of pizza dough.
Frameshift drive charging.
Like a pirate stealing wheel. Yeah, I remember those. That's classic. It's like the fakest shape to like try and make it exciting. What else did they have growing up? They had dinosaurs, didn't they?
3, 2, 1, engage.
Uh-oh. Yarn got stuck on my throttle. Ooh. You guys are gonna make me hungry. Shaved Kraft mac and cheese is infinitely superior because it's fun. It's so much fun. You're like, ooh, look at this weird shape. I don't know what it is. It's just a bunch of holes. It's like a free-form honeycomb But I
Frameshift
love it.
drive charging.
I can't get enough. Can't get a nerve. It sucks that the shapes are more expensive though.
2, 1, engage.
I'm very cheap when it comes to buying things for myself. So like, it's very rare for me to treat myself to anything. Like, do you know how long I used a paper bag, some sort of
Fuel scooping.
clip on a box of Kraft mac and cheese that I had that I like folded and broke down? You know how many years I used a fucking brown paper bag as my lampshade? Because I was like, no, I'm not gonna spend money on myself. I'm not gonna buy
Fuel
myself a
scoop
lampshade.
disengaged.
Like, years. Literal years, because the lampshade was so old, the inside, the plastic inside was like crumbling and falling apart, so I used a
Frameshift
paper
drive
bag
charging.
for at least a year. At least a year. And then my lamp has one of those like arms that you can fold out, so I had it folded up, and to attach
4,
my,
3, 2, 1, engage.
was it my microphone or my camera? Anyway, to attach something, I like put the clip on the lamp. But I had to have the Kraft mac and cheese box under the clamp because otherwise the clippy
System scan.
would like slide all over the
Fuel
arm of the
scooping.
lamp. God, my setup was so janky. It was so janky. Work. Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy. Work, work. Yeah, it did work. It was just really fucking janky. I might have a picture on my phone somewhere, like really far away. Favorite mac and cheese dish. The Bachelor Chow. Use Kraft, throw in various meats in your fridge with some diced onion, green bell peppers. How is that Bachelor Chow? That is like way more complex than anything I fucking make. I don't have just bell peppers or onion or various meats hanging out in my house. Croutons, shredded cheese. Yeah, put it in the oven. What kind of typical, like stereotypical bachelor is doing all that? None of them. No. That is way more effort than the stereotypical bachelor. Only dino-shaped food I remember having were like honey graham vanilla wafer. Ooh, guys, I want animal crackers. Those were so good.
Frameshift drive charging.
I would say that's more like leftover casserole or like fridge,
4,
like whatever's in the fridge
3,
casserole.
2, 1, engage.
Oh no. My yarn keeps getting stuck on my throttle. No. When Fred was on keto, he would just like eat a bag of sliced pepperoni and string cheese. And like that was it. That was what he would eat. And then as like dessert, he'd have sugar-free Jell-O and whipped cream. That I could get behind, but I was like,
Frameshift drive
no.
charging.
I need a meal. I need like a full meal. I'm not doing like slices of pepperoni and some fucking string cheese and calling it a day.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Chef's surprise. Yeah, we never had chef's surprise.
complete.
We never had like any mystery meals. We had pizza, I think, or maybe I'm just misremembering that because of the song "Pizza Day" by Aquabats. Hooray for Pizza Day! Hooray for Pizza Day! I miss Pizza Day, the best day of the week.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, yeah, road trip food is different. It's road trip or like long drive or whatever. You're not usually packing full meals, you're packing snacks.
1. Engage.
Like things that are hearty enough to tide you over when you're not really gonna be stopping. Or like Gorp. You guys remember Gorp? Trail mix. We called it Gorp, but that was for hiking. For hiking at camp! It stands for granola, oats, raisins, and peanuts. But I don't like peanuts, and we would also put M&Ms in it. So I would like take a handful, toss the peanuts back in, eat the rest. Damn it! Oh my gosh, this drift is fucking killing me. I increased the dead zone. It should be fine. No. Could have picked an easier food to eat than bagels. I mean, bagels pretty easy.
4.
Before you head out,
2.
toss some cream cheese on that bad Larry. Angelica. Wait, what do you mean? What does that even mean? I'm gonna see how far. Whee! I'm also
System
tempted.
scan
Oh,
complete.
running out of fuel. I wonder what I need to synth fuel. Can you synth fuel at all? Or am I thinking of the SRV that you can synth fuel for, but you can't do it for your ship? I suppose fewer people would get stranded if you could.
Frameshift drive
Synth fuel.
charging.
Not while driving? Well, no. Although I feel
3,
like
2, 1. Engage.
yeah, trying to dose myself with the CBD oil whilst driving a moving truck, that was hard enough. That was hard enough. I don't want to have to deal with like how do hold bagel? You know what's extra
Fuel
fun and
scooping.
lazy?
System scan
Is you don't even
complete.
cut the bagel first. See, I like so much cream cheese on my bagel that I will just like spread cream cheese on one part of it and like bite that and then put more cream cheese on the like next part. Oh, so lazy. Oh, Tokyo Drift. Get out of here. I'm looking for a mind at work. God, Hamilton is so good. Oh yeah, I was checking to see. Pardon me? Smojai needs you to go to there. Okay, don't be a turd. I'm checking to see if this is big enough.
Warning. Temperature critical.
I'm looking for a mind at work. Alright. Heat damage. Just a little heat damage. Stop doing that! Oh my fuck.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Gonna drive me up
Frameshift
a
drive
wall.
charging.
Okay, so that's where armpit goes. We're almost there, I think.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Just a few more rows. I would say probably 4 more rows and that'll be the center. But this is kind of low down. Not that I can't make a V shape. I love it. Calamity Tiger, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? Here's your welcome dance. Meerkat, welcome dance. Doo-doo-doo. Hi.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Yes, I am using a joystick and it's drifting artificially. It's really annoying. I don't know why. I gotta change the dead zone again. I increased the dead zone because that's what chat was saying to do. Was it in here? Yeah. I didn't do it too much because I don't want to like crank it, but I guess it doesn't matter. Sister came home last night with a new CBD pen, told me to take a hit. She didn't tell me how hard I was supposed to pawn it. I inhaled hard, coughed my lungs out, was baked out of my mind. Well, that's... You wouldn't get baked off of CBD. It'd be THC is the stuff that makes you high. CBD is just the calming. I was using it to treat anxiety.
Frameshift drive charging.
Crocheting, close though. You can tell the difference between knitting and crocheting because knitting uses 2 needles. Crocheting uses a single hook.
Ready to engage.
Go!
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
But yes, I thought about doing also Twitch sings, and I think that would have been way too much. That would have been way too much to do all at the same time. Now the question is, do I want it this low? Get low, get low, get low?
Fuel scooping.
How low do I want the neckline? Looking for a minded work. I want it down to my toes. Lecter, that's just an open vest. Sure. That'd be very silly.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I'm assuming that this is going to connect to the other side of the strap. So, if I hold the strap like this, this comes down about there. I can easily bring that down. This bra also like covers my entire titty, which I'm not used to. I'm used to having like a scoop.
Frameshift drive charging.
Is joystick recommended? I played this game on mouse and keyboard for my first 130 hours, and I don't really have complaints about it on mouse and keyboard. So
4, 3.
I would say if you play the game a lot and you love it and you want something that feels a little bit more immersive, then go for a HOTAS or a HOSAS or a joystick mouse and keyboard combo, but I would say that it's not necessary.
Fuel scooping.
Either one is a skill you don't possess. Fair enough. I've been crocheting, I feel like since I was about 10, maybe 12. When did Firefly come out? Why is it still drifting? That's fucking ridiculous. Stop it!
Fuel scooping complete.
Kansas. Carry on my
Frameshift drive
wayward
charging.
son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Go! Maybe it was 2005. So maybe since 2005, so it'd be 15 years I've been crocheting. We'll just say 2005 to be safe. I guess I don't really need my throttle too much for jumping. Ladies, leave your man at home. Clothes full of balls and their pockets full grown. And all your fellas leave your girl with her friends. 'Cause it's 11:30 and the club is jumping. I remember when that song came out.
Frameshift
I
drive
was also quite young.
charging.
Yeah, if it was somewhere between 2002 and 2005. I think it was off the air when I started crocheting, but I'm not positive.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So I'm going to assume that it was when the DVD was released or something. Somewhere in there. Somewhere between 2002 and 2005. So I've been doing it many, many years. Woohoo! Don't burn
Fuel
yourself!
scooping.
I really want to rewatch it. I'm doing Buffy right now. And then I think Firefly's probably next. But see, the stuff I've been rewatching is stuff that I don't necessarily need to focus on 100% because I'm so familiar with it.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
But Firefly,
Frameshift drive charging.
I want to give my full attention to. The Dark Wheel. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the court of the hype. Here is your phone game, your cat dance.
1. Engage.
Only 12 episodes. Yeah, I know. But I also, if I'm gonna pay full attention, I try to watch stuff I haven't seen before. Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog is another one that I've been meaning to do for about a year, actually.
Fuel scooping.
I mean, I've seen it, I own
System
it.
scan
It's over there
complete.
with my DVDs. But I usually prioritize stuff I've seen,
Fuel scoop
or stuff I
disengaged.
haven't seen, rather. Have you watched The Expanse?
Frameshift
No, I'm reading the
drive
books.
charging.
I actually just mentioned earlier that I've started book 4. I'm about 20% into book 4.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Meaning to watch Dr. Horrible? Oh god, Simon. I have a mighty need for you to see Dr. Horrible. I think the last time I watched it, I was with my shitty toxic ex. God, that was way too long ago. Way too long ago. Yeah, I've heard the show The Expanse is really good, and I really wanted to see it, but because I started with the books, I wanted the books to be the thing that surprises me. So, I haven't started it yet. I will probably watch it
Frameshift drive charging.
once I'm done with this book. I probably could have gotten away with doing it after the 3rd book, but I just didn't get around to it because I was watching other shit.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Temporarily replace that emote. What are you ewing? Oh, were you ewing my shitty toxic ex? That's fair. Ugh. I was clearing out some screenshots the other day off of my phone, and I found text messages that I had screenshotted of him saying things to me, and I was just, not like anything suggestive, just like him talking is disgusting. Him existing is fucking gross, and I hate it. Obviously, they've been deleted. I was just like, barf. I mean, like, I still have pictures of him on my Facebook and stuff. And in my Dropbox. Because I don't want to look at his face. And the only way I can delete the pictures is if I look at them. Count Olaf? I could not watch a series of unfortunate events. It was too frustrating.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Couldn't do it. So I think that was one row that I finished. That's the only bad part about trying to play the game and talk to you guys and crochet at the same time. Is that I forget what I was doing. I mean, I could use a stitch marker, but why would I do things the easy way? You know I never do things the easy way.
Frameshift drive charging.
Cat even was worth. It's real cute. The Umbrella Academy. I loved the graphic novels. And I liked the show.
4.
But actually, speaking of Shitty Toxic X, one of the characters, a lot of his mannerisms in the show reminded me of my Shitty Toxic X. And that was really unfortunate because I loved the character in the book. And I just like, ugh. I tried to ignore it, but it was hard. Finally making Expanse progress. Yeah, I'm on book 4. This is why I paused Babby Book Club, and I also didn't read for Vaginal Fantasy for a few months.
Frameshift drive
But
charging.
they weren't reading anything smutty. They were reading books with like no sex in them, and I was like, that's not the point of this book club. It was upsetting. Only found out about it after you'd seen the show.
4,
See, I'm a big fan of
3,
Gerard Way.
2, 1. Engage.
My Chemical Romance, and I used to hang out in a comic book store all the time. So I found out that he wrote a graphic novel, and I was like, ugh, instant purchase. And I was like, damn, this is actually really good. I still have to get the 3rd volume though, but that just came out within the last year or so.
Fuel scooping.
Ooh, I need
System
lots
scan
of fuel.
complete.
Also, Mana, hi. Did I say hi? Hello. I don't remember if I actually said hello. Vaginas aren't only for sex, but Vaginal Fantasy is only for romance genre books. A lot of, or it should be anyway. A lot of young adult slips in there because the Goodreads likes to troll us. And they vote for stuff that has no sex in it. It's like, come on. What are you doing? Like, there's the core group of us that talk every month. And I know that none of us are voting for stuff that doesn't have sexy times in it. Or suggesting stuff that doesn't have sexy times in it. So we get trolled by everyone else who doesn't actually show up. It's like, go read it on your own then. It's not like every book has to have sex in it.
Fuel scooping
But
complete.
like, that's the whole point of the book club, is to read sexy times. Like, we're all avid readers in the rest of our lives, so like, we don't need to read non-sexy times books right now. We'll save that for later. They're also good at creating debt. They're also good at yeast infections. I've heard. I've actually never had a yeast infection. Knock on wood. You filthy lovelies. I know. We're dirty. We're dirty birds. Can you stop? Look, my hands are not even on the throttle. Hello? Or the joystick. Where the fuck are you going?
Frameshift drive charging.
Read a lot of books, but very few are smutty. Are you familiar with Brandon Sanderson? Yeah, I just read the Mistborn. This year, actually.
3, 2, 1.
I didn't even see what happened. I just trust Simon. The importance of mods, everyone. I'm gonna adjust my dead zone yet again. Yeah, that's the beauty of having mods that are on top of their shit. Is like, I didn't even see what was said. I don't need to see what was said. It's not for me. That's for the void to eat and consume and spit out as pureness and butts.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, let me... That might kick me out of frameshift, but that's okay. Or out of the jump. I gotta adjust this yet again. Alright, there. Can you stop making me drift? Please? Please?
Frameshift drive charging.
Still think you should read The Dead of Time. We have to get it from Archive of Our Own. I don't know what that is. I also have a lot of other books on my list.
Ready to engage.
My goal...
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
My goal is to cut down my to be read list by roughly half this year. I don't think I'm gonna get there, but as long as I've made an effort, and I made a little dent.
Fuel scooping.
I think I'm down past 100, and I was at like 102 or something to start. So my goal is to get it down to about 50. Let me actually check while we're fuel scooping here. I can tell you exactly. 92. I'm at 92 right now. Not too bad. There's probably a couple of things that I'll eventually decide I don't feel like I need to read this. Like things that I added on a whim. Because I only want to read the best books, or books for a book club.
Warning. Temperature
Because at that point, it's not about, is it a great book? Like, you always hope it's a good book, but it's more about, we're gonna talk about it, and that's the fun part. An ebook, it's Harry Potter fanfic with more than a bit of erotica. I think I'm gonna pass on the fanfic.
Frameshift
Not that
drive
fanfic
charging.
can't be good. Am I just adjusting the wrong thing? What the fuck? I can die. Hello. How you doing? Never get there because I'm adding too many. Yeah, I don't add a whole lot of things. I don't add too many things, actually. So I made 3 rows. I gotta do the booby check again.
Gotta do the booby check. Da 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 da.
Don't believe me, call me tonight.
'Cause I've got the magic. Oh, the magic.
And plug it back in. But it's had this problem since, like, I unplugged it recently because of all my computer stuff. And it was doing this before as well. I've heard that this model just has that issue, that it just can degrade really fast. I just want to make sure. Am I changing the right? It should be the yaw axis, right? That's what I'm adjusting dead zone for. And that's if the joystick is rotating to make my ship yaw left and right. That's the correct thing, right? No, I'm on PC. Non-wizard, hello! I understand that seems pretty bad. It's better than She Who Shall Not Be Named. I mean, fair enough. I read the books when they came out, and I haven't read them since. But again, like, I've already read Harry Potter. I don't need to read Harry Potter fanfic. Like, it might be amazingly well written, but that's not the point. I've got other things. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like. I mean, that's what I think. Because I'm not trying to roll. Because it's not rolling. It's just drifting as if it's going left and right. We'll apply that again. I'm gonna start closing up shop. Alright, Calamity Tiger, thank you so much for dropping by. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night, and we will see you another time. Oi, oh, oi, oi, oh, oof, Simon, help. Simon, Simon. Help. I can't do a single comment time purge. Simon! Hey K-Cat, how you doing? Try pitch? But it's... I thought pitch was up and down. Thank you. And no, it is not a mouse pad. It is the beginnings, and it's also crochet. Crocheting uses a single hook. Knitting is 2 needles. But it's gonna be a crop top. So I'm making... This is the strap. This is under the, It's okay, Simon. It's, this is where under my armpit is gonna go, and this is gonna cover my boobie. Up and down is yaw. Pitch is... No, pitch is up and down. Pitch, yaw, and... What was the other one? Fucking loop-de-loop. Barrel roll. Do barrel roll. The other one, hijaxer. Okay, so let me figure out if this is gonna be too low for me. Oh no, I can get more out. Could have got more out. Schindler's List. Scrubs quote. Okay, I think maybe, yeah, probably one more row, which will complete this, and then I can increase. All right, excellent. Good, good. A lot of different results on yaw and pitch. Roll is roll. Yeah. For some reason, I thought there was another word for roll. I mean, for the longest time, I thought pitch was up and yaw was down. So I thought that's what somebody told me, but that's not correct. I was like, how many hours have I spent in Elite Dangerous and I don't know this? It just change elevation. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
How are we doing on fuel? Fuel is fine. Excellent.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
How long have I been? Oh shit! I was supposed to go on a break. My bad.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, we'll do one more jump and then I'll go on a quick break so I can use the bathroom and get water. That's another downside of, I don't like that.
Ready to engage.
Crochet. Excuse you! Why?
4, 3, 2.
Of crocheting while I'm playing Elite is that I forget, because my hands are busy, so I forget to pick up my water and drink it.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah! Mana, I was talking about you the other day. About how I was like, yeah, Sea of Thieves is usually more fun with friends. Except when I played with friends, one of my friends spent half the time chasing after me trying to puke on me.
Fuel scooping complete.
so you know. That's the story I tell about you. Anyway, I'm gonna take a real quick break so that I can do those things I talked about, like water and bathroom, as soon as I'm not fuel scooping. Enjoy the tunes, and I will be back in like 2 minutes.